The year is 2000, and I'm taking all of you guys back in time to the introduction of LeapFrog's learning system. This is a LeapFrog Leap-pad, and back then it was a huge deal, and even in years that followed it, it was still a huge deal. In fact, you can still buy the cartridges for this device even today, and it's still a learning tool that allows students and teens and children to learn reading and improve their reading skills, mathematical skills, science skills, and geography skills, just all the learning stuff that you can imagine in this kind of cool format. It's a small portfolio. It's kind of like a graphic tablet in the sense where you put in cartridges, and what's special is that it's not like games. The entire device, which folds up, is actually this touch-sensitive mat, which responds only to this special stylus. It's kind of like a graphic drawing tablet where you can only draw on this part, and it shows up on screen. The cartridges allow the system to recognize these special books, and the books are basically the screens of this device. So below the books are the digitalizers, and on top the books are actually the screens where you can press the stylus to the book part. It actually hits the under or the beneath the digitalizer, and the system recognizes that if you hit a part of the product, and then it interacts in whatever way that the device's function is programmed to do. So this is a blue version. You can still find these probably online on eBay. I don't know how much these are. These are probably $30 online, I'm guessing. Been reduced significantly since the reduction, since release dates. This is a green and blue version, which folds up like so. There is a mono speaker on the top, which is fairly loud. It runs on 4 AA batteries, which you can exchange on the back. There's also, of course, your cartridge slot on the right-hand side. And the hinge is pretty nice and tight. It's kind of like a notebook. And this is just the book that came with it when you purchased it for brand new. It was just a free one. It showed you through all the different levels of applications that you could use this device for. For example, there was Pooh readings, and it's kind of like an electronic ebook reader where if you use the stylus, press the go button so that the device actually knows what page you're on. You can actually press the text bubbles, and the system will actually read to you line by line the images being displayed. It's also, of course, like a real game where you can actually press on different parts of the room, and it'll interact and bring up different sounds and different games, and real games like counting. You can like interact with geography, just a lot of fun stuff overall. And the trial book gave you through all these different styles. There was also U.S. geography. It quizzed you on all the states and capitals. You can have an airplane mode, and you can actually quiz you on all the populations. Gave you the capital, say the state. And if you were going on an airplane trip, this is a really cool feature. It actually, if you could use a pen and tap on 2 areas of the map, like if we were in California and we flew all the way to the tip of Florida in order to go to Disney World, how far the distance would be. It would calculate, and it's a really fast processor underneath, and it verbally tells you this is how much miles, how much on the airplane that would take you, and how much gas that would take, how much time you need to spend. It will tell you the states, the destination places, the population, and this is a cool statistical element you can interact with a pen. And I thought that this was just a really cool feature overall. You could buy, of course, separate cartridges that cost you around $20 and comes with a book, as well as the cartridge itself. I'm saying $20 now. When this first came out, it was like $30 to $40 for a book with inclusion, depending on what titles you're picking, of course. There's even music, where you just play a virtual keyboard and you can record your music. There's also Spanish and foreign language like French, where it can say in French, in Spanish, in Italian what sleep means, dormir, and you can see computer, la computadora, and you can see escuchar música, listen to music, writing you can search all these languages. It tests you on what languages you know and you don't know. You can play a piano with the pen, just touch it and it recognizes the beats. It's just really cool stuff in general that I found enjoyable. There's also the human system. This is a more complicated, the Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz, a more complicated text, which it shows that even for larger kids, for teens and older audiences, they can retain information and show you how things are done. So it was just pretty cool in general. The LeapFrog learning system was very innovative and cutting edge back then, and even in today's standards, it's pretty cool. I think as a kind of graphic tablet to go that has its own little cartridge system for teens and children to interact with, to learn, to play games, and to enjoy by reading text and novels and all sorts of stuff. It's pretty interesting, and you can still pick this up definitely. And please read our full review on our website. This has been the LeapFrog Leap-pad learning system back in 2001.